Now let's look at the power. And you can see the result. For the first prize, nobody hit the first or second prize, but MT got the power play. That's where a stake like that would hit a second prize, but they did. And if you use my system, you would have gotten a handful of numbers using the breakdown and the IDCQ, plus additional illustrations. But last night's, they pull up a trick on us. The first 3 spots were low numbers. Can you imagine the first 3 spots? And if you see the result, nobody hit the first, second, or the multiplier. So this was a tricky draw. They did it on purpose, so nobody could have hit that price. Nobody hit any price of first and second for both multiplier and normal play. Now this is before we get tonight's Powerball IDCQ system. The subject of this title is the IDCQ system for tonight's draw, Powerball, and the winner, Stery. But you can subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. Also, donate via Google Wallet or PayPal. And please use the closed caption button. And you can email me at hyper_linkster@yahoo.com for any game prediction or requests. And if you want to learn my lottery system from illustration part 1 to part 16, please email me at this email address, hyper_linkster@yahoo.com. Goes to illustration part 16 right now. And now I'm working on 17. Now, Wednesday's night's power, we are able to see the player play the number using my system, and let's see. Let me enlarge. And the winning combination was 15, 28, 46, 62, 64, and 17. And he caught that on the bottom because the 17 was one of the Powerball numbers for last draw only. He got that 17, and these numbers will not be used since these numbers already did well. The combination will be changed. And you can see this is the first ticket he played with 5 lines. And you can see where the number stands. So let's look at the 28 was predicted on the second spot. 28, 28, 28, 28. So that 28 had gone good, but the normal reason is that 17 that 17 didn't go with any of the 28s. If it did, it would have gotten 2 combinations, because 17 was one of the good Powerball number to come last draw. And as you can see, 46 and 62, 64. Now 46 is not on the board, but 62, 64, 28, 62, 64, 28, 62, 64. And this line, he had it with 19, not 17. If he had it with the 17, he would have gotten 4 number match. Not only that, that 11 was so close to a 15, you would have gotten 5 number, correct? So they pull opposite attraction, 46 and 62. And over here, 28 and 62, close to 3 numbers. Now, Let's look at the second ticket. Second ticket, you had 28, 62, 64. And 28, 64, this was close to being 3 combination also. This was already, this one, the first line was 3 combination, the second line was close to being 3 combination, 28. And what do we see here? We see that 11 was almost 15. So if you look at the difference between the first and the second, that was a 21 and that was 2. So that 11 was also so close to a 15. So imagine if that 11 turned to a 15 and you play 17 as I predicted, you've gone 5 number twice. He would gone 5 number twice. And let's see the payoff for the third prize. We have 50K whammy. On both tickets, that would be 100K. That was so close to being a 100K ticket. That close. Now, tonight's IDCQ system, if you want the whole breakdown with the invincible numbers and the invincible sum also, you can do the invincible sum, but I would advise you to do invincible numbers first to see how it goes, then do the invincible sum. First invincible and second invincible. And now if you see the obvious numbers in Dster are here. 36 appearing 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. That 36, 63 appear 7 times. And the other obvious numbers out there are 220, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. That also 3 and 30 also appears a lot. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Now let's talk about the number, only one number in the Dster. Gotta focus on those one frequency number in the Dster also, which number are only one frequency, as you can see, 34, 43. One combination numbers, one frequency numbers. Now let's look at what other numbers are one frequency. 37. So these are some of the one frequency numbers and some of the highest frequency numbers. That's 63, 36. So if you want to be added to lists for tonight's game with the random, I also use the random generator for those combinations. You're going to do it. Please try to email me. I'll add you to the list. But you can subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. So if you look at the list for this draw's IDCQ, the number were brought down to around 34 matrix. It went from 70 matrix to 34 matrix about. That's why we're able to pull almost 5 combinations in this ticket, because the matrix was brought down from 70 to 34 without eliminating any winning combinations. That's why we're able to bring the matrix down to the point where you have less combination to pick from. We don't want to play around a 70 matrix. That 35 out of half of the matrix that's not being picked will create more chance for you to hit first and second place.